Hi, my name is Sharon McKeon and this is Cross Potent, a place where magical people meet. This is going to be your Farming by the Moon report for June 2019. I'm a couple days late due to it is already the 4th. I have Neptune crossing my Sun and my Moon, and Jupiter's square, and the new moon is square all my natal stuff. I have had so much communications issues in the last couple days. It feels like a Mercury retrograde. But we're going to get on with the report anyway. We start out with the new moon, which has already happened because it's already the 4th. And that's a very communications heavy type of new moon. So as we get into Gemini, this is your purchasing seeds, and this is the beginning of kind of the whole expanding of the light. The light will be increasing all the way to the full moon here. So as the moon increases, you want to plant your seeds. And also with Cancer, this is family, home, property. Get your eggs incubating. With Mercury moving into Cancer, this is going to be even more of an emphasis on family, home, and property. As we get into Leo, this is children, music, games, amusements, photography, going to markets too to look for kind of like accessories kind of thing. As we get into, let's see, we have Virgo, budgets, inventories. Now, this is also coming up to the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. We have the harvesting of the leafy stuff now. This would be your radishes, parsley, cabbage, celery, chard, corn, cucumbers, lettuce, hay, spinach, the more leafier things. As we get past this Virgo into the Libra, we are going to think more about group projects, enjoying friends, group or team efforts, and spiff up your look. Libra is ruled by Venus, and this can be very helpful if you need a new haircut or a new spiffing up of your look, or spiffing up of the farm, or maybe of your business cards for your farm. Also, let's see, as we get into Scorpio, think about your health, think about fertilizing the health of the soil, the fertilizing of the soil. Also a good time to start brewing, brewing things. This, let's see, alright, as you get more towards the full moon, we're thinking harvesting things to eat immediately. This would be more like your peppers, your Brussels sprouts, your carrots, asparagus, okra, melons, cantaloupe. As we get into the Sagittarius full moon here, there's going to be a long void of course. Then the moon will go into Capricorn. So it's like 8-hour void of course after this full moon before it enters into Capricorn, the next sign. So it's gonna be a strange full moon in that we're gonna have this full moon energy, but then there's gonna be this kind of blank period of 8 hours of void of course moon. So that's a very unusual kind of combination, but Sagittarius is good for traveling for fun, anything outdoors, teaching, learning, being a teacher or being taught, exploring. Also, the water levels are going to be high at the full moon time. In your water table's brought up, the humidity is raised, so there's a lot more humidity at this time. So this is a good time to start finishing, just finish projects, whatever projects you got going. As you get past the full moon, you're in Capricorn energy. This is still a good time for setting posts, setting fences, logging, woodworking, building pollinator housing, because you've got bats, bugs, birds, and bees that all pollinate all the crops in the world. So to create housing, bat houses, beehives, bird houses, you know, any kind of like a little corner of you know, some wildflowers for the bugs to live in so that they can be your pollinators, and maybe have a little praying mantis in there, you know. Would be great time for that, to think about that. As we get past that into Aquarius, we are, Aquarius, I think of unplanned activities. You know, it's more of a spontaneous, see what comes up, see what other people bring to the table kind of energy. Then we got Neptune going retrograde, which is going to be kind of putting a little damper on a lot of things. It's probably going to be really strong because it was square to that new moon. So it's going to be a little more impactful. Things are going to feel like they're slowing down a little bit more, turning a little more internal, or having a little internal meaning. As we get into Pisces, yay, Pisces! Cleaning, washing, pickling, jams, you know, broth and stew, all that liquid stuff. Also check your irrigation. With the sun going into Cancer right here, you've got a lot of water sign energy. So check your pond and your pump, your irrigation ponds. Make sure there's no branches, you know, clogging your filters and stuff. And a lot of people around here, for the algae control in the ponds, they put blue dye in to cut down the light levels so the algae don't bloom so much in the summer now. So think about that. Also, in this quarter, we're thinking harvesting fruit. Also pruning. This is your quarter of the month for pruning. As we get past that, where are we up to? Aries, pest control, plowing, mowing, getting your weeds under control. Taurus, we've got Mercury going into Leo. Mercury's moving very quickly right now. So that on top of this Taurus moon, I think of like markets, green markets, getting out and about. Mercury's going to want to be a little more flamboyant talk and a little more flamboyant theatrical communications and stuff. So with the Taurus, this is a little more of a maybe a little more flamboyant moon here, even though it's kind of the light is decreasing and we're winding down in the energies of the month. This is also a good time to harvest roots to store, as in potato, turnip, beets, bulbs, garlic, onion, cereal grains, any kind of seed storage that you need to do. As we get into Gemini, yard sale, great yard sale weekend. Get rid of, unload, get rid of all the little knick-knacky things you don't really want hanging around anymore. Of course, Gemini is communications, clear lines of communication. Make sure they're clear lines. With Mercury in Leo and the moon in the sign of Mercury, Sunday is ruled by the sun, so this is going to be a real, I think, happy, energetic kind of weekend. Good weekend for doing something with the kids, or going to a play or theater or movie or some kind of entertainment thing where you can all get together and enjoy it together as a kind of a group enjoyment thing. So with the new moon, after the 30th here, we're getting into July, but the new moon here is in Cancer, and it's going to be an eclipse, and that's based in home, family, roots. It's going to be very, very, very strong with this major turning point for a lot of people with their home and their family and their roots and things. Probably in a good way, maybe recontacting old family members, or I know myself, I've gotten in touch with a couple family members I haven't talked to in a long time, just kind of out of the blue, and it's just so wonderful to catch back up with them. So this has been your quick overview of June. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you like hearing about farming by the moon, please subscribe to my channel and like my videos and all that, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you very much.